People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Kings! Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, alert!
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, alert 33. King!
To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Point it right. Mike, 55. Check. Hey, Delta. Give me that.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. on second down now. It's Hines. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! At the Colts 17-yard line. Mike, 54! Pistol. 54! Hey, seam 6! Seam 6!
From the 17, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
65!
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back to throw, Love. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On second and 10, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck, flush to his right, going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he is all the way up past the 25.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
61, match box, light.
To the air again, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, Heavy. I know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Run. Give me something. Hurry.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mayfield now. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 39, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Indianapolis.
Luck on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 3, 218, chop.
Now Luck. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Off of play action. Luck looking deep for Hilton. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. From the 50, it's Luck. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A good pickup there at 22. Mayfield now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's first and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield finding Beckham. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, it's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Olivier Vernon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On first down, Luck being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taco Charlton able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Mayfield dancing to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. But for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Chubb. Up there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
King! I hope you got your left. Run. Five. Let's go.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go.
From the gun, here's Locke. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. On third down, Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like...
Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike 55, Mike 50. Pistol. You can't block me.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. And Caraway taking it in left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Mayfield running left on the option. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Browns take over first down at the 43-yard line. Hey, pick your game up.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, up and good. And